your boat, no more minds at peace. The world out of order, listen then the heat. Some live, some die in the way of the samurai. Some fight, some bleed, sun up, sun down, the sons of a battle cry. Some days, some nights, some live, some die in the name of the samurai. Some fight, some bleed, sun up, the sun down, the sons of a battle cry. Battle cry.
What's up, people? So this week I'm returning to tricks that I was never able to land, mainly because I was attempting these tricks far too early. You've got to build up the basics first, which makes it easier to learn new tricks. However, I will never discourage people from trying new stuff and stuff outside of their comfort level. I know people say you've got to be comfortable doing this trick, and that trick before you can try this trick. That's great advice, but it doesn't sit well with me. And this comfort zone thing, I had a friend in Barcelona who would bang out 10 out of 10 ollies, and consistently. Every time I met him for a session, he would just be practicing ollies, which is great. You know, keep practicing the ollies. However, that's all he would do. He wouldn't try anything else. He was comfortable just doing ollies, and guess what? He's not skating anymore. You know, trying new stuff is exciting. The thrill of learning a new trick, the thrill of trying a trick, you know, makes skateboarding fun. You don't just do what you're comfortable with. Obviously, do everything in a relatively safe environment and in a safe way, but you know, step outside of your comfort zone. Anyway, what am I saying? Like, don't listen to me. I'm a dum-dum. Yeah, so I returned to the impossible. These were my closest attempts a year ago. Though I didn't roll after landing and reverted, the Braille skateboarding team seemed to think it wasn't impossible, but I'm not convinced. I think they were just trying to be kind. So I tried them the other day, and this is how it went down. That was definitely more like a 360 shove, which always happens when I'm practicing impossibles. Yeah, I remember now. The closest I ever got to this trick was when I had my back foot a bit more angled, like that. If that makes sense. The hardest part is getting your front foot out the way and back in. You've got a fraction of a second to do this maneuver. I basically had to abandon the trick before even trying. It's just too hot. So I'm going to try some tail stalls. I think that will require less energy. So let's see. But now I'm in the sun. While editing this video, I noticed that I wasn't wrapping my foot around the board at all. This is why it's good to record yourself. When you record yourself, you can see the mistakes you're making and correct your form. Or if you have friends, you lucky bastards, they can point out the mistakes you're making and you'll progress far more quickly. Next up are board slides. Again, I was nowhere near ready to try anything like this, which seems to be a reoccurring theme in my life, not just skateboarding. I always try stuff that I'm not ready for, but you know what? I like it that way. You gotta do it. Just do it. Do it now. There I go again. What am I saying? Like, I turned 32 and I think I'm this wise guy now. Let's just get back to skateboarding. Yeah, this is how the board slides went down. I never know the right way to exit. For me, it feels more natural to come back regular than fakie. Okay, I'm not happy with the dismount, so I'm going to try and get some cleaner ones, and maybe also try to dismount in fakie, which many people say is easier, but for me it feels safer to dismount back to regular. But that's just me. You guys okay? Sorry about all of that. I'm quite scared of the dark, so I'm going to leave now. But I'm happy to get a sketchy board slide to fakie and a regular board slide. I didn't know I had it in me, although I have been practicing doing a board slide stall on a curb, so just like popping into a board slide but not sliding. That gave me a lot of confidence to try something like this. The next step is maybe a flat bar rail for me, a low one. But cool, man. Yeah. And finally, the Indy Grab. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of trying this trick previously, but I tried it about 2 years ago in Barcelona at the Van skate park. I remember grabbing it a tiny bit and slamming each time. I don't think I was ollieing as high as I could now, so I gave it a go. This was during my lunch break at the peak heat of the London heatwave, so I had to abandon it early, but I did manage a tiny grab with my fingertips. I don't know if I can count it as a land. You know what, I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna be kind to myself and count it. So I landed an Indy Grab and board slide, and I'll be back to those impossibles. I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. You know what, we gotta be kind to ourselves and kind to each other and family and friends, because all we have in this world are Sorry, there I go again. I promise it's an age thing. By the time you watch my next video, there'll be no more wise guy talk, because I'm not a wise guy, I'm an idiot. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week.